What are the major problems that you faced of the offers? How much time it took basically? What was the
So
duration?
it was 3 months. I had literally applied. So I was giving in a day three interviews, and I was
Oh,
getting calls. So see, that is
great.
different. So
And you mentioned how many rejections you faced before getting those two offers?
20. So when I got my first offer, like I did not celebrate immediately. Like I actually read the mail twice. Okay, like did I actually get selected?
Today's video is all about a person who is having only 2 years of experience, did his third switch in data engineering in just 3 months. All those kind of learnings and all those kind of things are shared in this particular video. Please watch it. And this is one of, I am just happy to share it because he is from our own data engineering bootcamp, DataX Bootcamp, and he was able to do in the 3 months the full. It is a full motivational video. Just see it. He got 20 plus rejections, 22 plus rejections, and got two offers. Just see it. Thank you so much. Just see it. So, hi Sritham, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah. So yeah, hi everyone. So first of all, thank you so much, Anurag, for inviting me. And it's honestly a pleasure to be here because I have watched your content for a quite some time, and it's now surreal to be sitting on the other side. For those who don't know me, I'm Sritham Chaudhary, currently working as a data engineer at Logic. So my journey has been anything but perfect. So I did not get placed through campus, started my career through off campus, got too many opportunities, switched roles, kept learning, and faced too many
That's great.
rejections. And like eventually, I found out my place in the data engineering. I
Oh,
don't consider myself someone who has made it. I'm just someone who is trying to get a little better every day. So today I'll just simply share my journey and honestly the
sure.
mistakes which I made, the challenges, and the lesson that helped me to grow. Yeah.
Great, great, great. So we'll start from the very first thing. First of all, thank you so much for coming up and sharing your experience. As you mentioned, you didn't get placed from the college because it is very much relatable for most of us. So what exactly happened? Like from where you got your first placement, or what happened at that time? Why didn't you get that placement?
So so as we all know, 2024 batch, we had the COVID batch,
Ah,
and yeah, so I graduated on 2024. Honestly, I had nothing, zero offers, and the hardest part was not even the rejection itself. It
hmm.
was like the group chat. Like you can see, right, every day your friends are getting placed.
Yeah,
Everyone is posting excited. We got a new job, and you are still sitting, wondering what's
what
wrong with
exactly?
me. So the one thing that was good over here was my family never like
Hmm.
once made me failure. Like they were genuinely always there for me.
Hmm.
So that's the
That's
only
great.
reason. But at the same time, it is also the pressure, right?
Pressure.
So your family is looking up to you. You will be getting a job. So I was eventually trying throughout my colleges, but
Hmm.
I didn't get place, unfortunately. But yeah, I tried every day, every single day. I tried. I was looking in the LinkedIn. I was updating the Naukri,
Hmm.
and eventually, after the graduation, I just
Okay.
got the job. My first job. I have started as a software engineer in Tutor Academy. It was in Bangalore. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. And how did how exactly you got this job? From where? What was the
So
process?
yeah, so like I was
In a brief,
applying
if you can
day.
just tell, huh?
Yeah, so like what happened? What so every day I was applying, and I was also learning. It's not that I will just apply and I'll get the job, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I was
Correct.
giving multiple interviews. I was failing. I was learning from every interview.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, then one day I had cold DM the founder. So
Oh,
it was a
okay.
very small company. So I was reaching out to the founders actually mostly. So it is
That's
one of the
great
technique we
strategy.
have learned, right? So everyone tells like cold DM, you can get a job. So I was just genuinely trying to get a job anyhow. So yeah, so it was the hard work and my luck.
Hmm.
So
Great.
he just
Great.
responded, and I had some 2 3 rounds of interview, and then I got my first offer. Yeah.
Great, great. That's great. Really great. So when you started working, so basically, what are tools firstly you started with, and what made you feel basically, कि, हाँ, I want to switch now? Like you were working
Yeah.
somewhere. So how
So
exactly that
yeah,
happened?
so I was working as a like full stack developer. So
Okay.
we are using Mun stack, as you know, MongoDB, React, HTML, CSS, and we don't
Okay.
had AI at that time, right? So we have to
Mm-hmm.
write every single code, and
Mm-hmm.
so yeah. So I was working on the full stack developer in the Tutor Academy. I joined as a software engineer over there. So
Mm-hmm.
it has been 3 months. I was learning. So it was a very good startup. So I had learned it too much from that. So the
Great.
main thing was while learning, I just thought, yeah, because I had in my college days, I had heard about data engineering from like one of my you can say like a relative who was working as a
Okay.
data engineer.
Oh.
So what happened? I had a thought like I'll be going for the cyber security or data engineer. So I was not
Mm-hmm.
sure because you say right in cloud engineer we don't need too much to write codes. So I
Mm-hmm.
started as a cloud engineer. So I
Okay.
started learning tools from cloud. So AWS. So I started. Then eventually
Interesting.
I deep dive into that cloud wala part. Then I went okay. So this is cloud engineering and how the data is processed over there, how the orchestrations work, how the real
That's
data
great.
works behind the cloud, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
eventually I got interested into that and I was learning. And then after 5 months, I got my second opportunity in Accenture. So
That's great.
there I got placed. So there also we got that training.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
what
Like basic
happens in
first training
Accenture?
that we get once we get
Yeah,
to
the
the
first
company.
training we
Okay.
get,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So what
Mm-hmm.
happened? Everyone was choosing Java, some full
Mm-hmm.
stack, someone. So I had learned all that thing. So now I have to start. Like I knew like what I have to start. So I just went
Mm.
for cloud computing, and eventually I didn't know that it was data engineering. So it was Azure Service SaaS. Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
the training name was. So I thought, okay, it will be cloud. Then
Ah,
I got okay, yeah. So this is the reason behind this, how we use Azure Databricks, how the
great.
data comes in and all. So I got generally
Mm.
interested in that, and then my journey started as a data engineering.
Great, great, great. And
Yeah,
basically that's very good. Basically that you
yeah,
find out your path and then you focus upon the things that how the things work.
yeah,
And I
mhm,
think so
yeah,
you also mentioned that fundamentals were the thing that were very important that helped you a lot. So that
yeah,
was
definitely.
that is a correct part. Basically fundamentals are everything like for any
Yeah.
kind of experience you hold and also like total experience you didn't tell right now how much experience you are holding just for the people who are watching the video.
So I have just 2 years of work experience, and yeah, I have switched. This is my third company actually.
Great, great. That's very good. That's very good. Like you have never been comfortable. Ki, हाँ, whatever is going on, let it be. Just you followed the path. What was required in that time that you did. That's very good.
Mhm. You
So
have to always keep learning, right? So
exactly,
that's the
exactly.
main thing.
Correct. That's great spirit. So basically, like you when you might be preparing for the switch. Like right now, you
Mm-hmm.
did your third switch. So basically,
Yeah.
what are the major problems that you faced, mistakes that you did, what preparations you were doing, what are the problems that you faced, and what happened during this
Yeah.
particular
So
from
as you know,
Accenture to
like
this? Mhm.
yeah. So what happens, as you know, in data engineering, we have the pipeline, how the
Mm.
orchestrations work, how we get the file, right? So
Mhm.
I could build a pipeline. So, but deep down, I knew, like, I did not fully understand why it
Mm.
worked the way.
Correct.
So it was quite a uncomfortable feeling for me. Like I am
Mm.
doing the job fine, everything is good, I'm getting my money, so, but I knew like it will be a problem for me if I'll just now sit back and just do my job, right?
Correct.
So the fundamentals were not properly clear, but I was doing my job.
Mhm.
So then I thought, okay, like I have to learn now because I cannot just do my job without understanding the
Mm.
end-to-end things, the business things, or maybe
Correct.
the technical things, how something works, how in the Azure Databricks, why we use SCD data type
Mm.
2, why we use star schema, data mesh. So I knew I was just doing my job, but I was
Mhm.
not learning properly. I did not knew the whole fundamental correctly.
Mhm.
So I thought, okay, now it's the time that I have to learn properly so that I can. It will be better for me, right?
Correct.
So when I will be switching, it will be better for me. So that's the
Hmm.
reason. So that changed something in me. So it is the moment I stopped feeling like I was just faking it. No, I have to take it and I have to really learn what the things are. So
Okay,
only tools
great.
cannot help me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely, because there are so many tools in the market for,
Mhm.
especially for data engine, for orchestration itself. We have so many
Yeah.
unlimited tools. You
Too
can
many
just name
tools.
them. So we cannot learn everything. First thing is how exactly the
Mhm.
fundamentals are and what exactly orchestration is. If you understand about those things, orchestration becomes easier. You can work on ATF, you can work on Airflow, all those kind of tools. Similarly, if we talk about any kind of data warehouse, data warehousing concepts are
Mhm.
very similar. If you
Very
understand
soon.
about the concepts, you can work on BigQuery, you can work on Redshift, you can work on Synapse Analytics, all those kind of data warehousing tools and all. But
Mhm.
fundamentals are the thing that is the most important part.
Yeah.
So that is the thing that you focused on, and
So it is
things happened.
what I oh, yeah. So what would I say? Like most of the people skip fundamentals and they run
Exactly,
before the tools. That I have to
exactly,
learn AWS. I have to go for the EC2.
exactly,
I will learn Azure. I will learn GCS. But they forgot the root that fundamental is the most important thing. Like if you
exactly.
know how the things work, you can like so see now what happens. The everything is changed right now, right?
Hmm.
Interview style also. So before you get a job by being average engineer, but now you
Exactly.
have to be
Things
like
have
in the
changed.
top 1%. You have to know everything.
You have to be
And the
good.
in the interview they
What you are
ask
doing.
like scenario based questions, how this thing
Hmm.
happen, and then
Hmm.
you go
Hmm.
blank if you don't know the
Exactly.
fundamentals.
Correct.
So
Correct.
people skip
Correct.
that actually. Yeah.
That is a thing where you get rejected basically. If you know about
Mhm.
the working of the things, that you can crack the thing interviews, but if you don't know the working fundamentals, scenario behind what
Fundamental.
exactly we are doing in the jobs and all, so nahi, if you don't know that is a very big problem, and that is the only cause for your rejections. So definitely, people who are seeing the video, please focus on the fundamentals. It is very
Fundamental.
important. And when you started learning in a
Mhm.
structured way in the things, what exactly changed, what in the interview perspective when you were giving the interviews, or how the things helped you basically.
I'll be frank in this. So two
Mm-hmm.
things help me in this. One is your course. So the structure way which you followed, I just needed that. I was really doing many things at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was very confused.
Mm-hmm.
And the second is the consistency. So you have
Yes.
to be every day you have to learn the things. So I was learning that, but not in a very structured way. So
Mm.
the thing was like I was learning from like today I'll be doing SQL, tomorrow I'll be doing
Yeah,
Azure, day three
I
I'll be doing
understand.
Databricks. So now the internet we have too many resources. So everyone is
So
confused.
much.
Like we have to learn Delta Lake, we have to learn event hubs. So
Correct.
everything cannot be learned in a month or twice,
Definitely.
right? So that's the thing. So we need a structured path, how like a proper roadmap, and at the
Mm.
same time you need that consistency that we have to learn every day. Okay, now I
Exactly.
have a roadmap that today I'll go for the Python 1 month, then I'll go for the SQL, because you have that enough time. If you can take the enough time from the job and read and like be in the practical based learning, it will be very helpful for you.
That's very good tip. And just to ask you basically, once you got into the boot camp and you got your both of the offers, how much time it took basically? What was the
So
duration?
it was 3 months.
Three
Yeah.
months it took. It was
Mhm.
like that is only that is the time I also suggest to all the people who get into the bootcamp. Like if you focus on the things, if you focus on what exactly is getting asked in the interviews on the practical basis, like that
So
it
yeah,
helps
that
you.
really very helped. Like you
Uh,
had that some sessions, right? Interview
mhm.
preparation sections. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that
We
what
usually take
happens
those kind
like
of.
yeah. So that tips which you give, the type of answers which you give, so it
Hmm.
was stuck in my mind. So when next time I was giving the answers, it was not coming like okay, I have to buy it and go like okay, how this is
Hmm.
how things work. No, so it
Exactly.
was stuck in my mind. Okay, okay, like this star mess happens, or we have delta lakes, we have event hubs like this.
Hmm.
How the bronze layer, silver layer, gold layer works, streaming pipeline
Hmm.
works. So it really hit me. So the things
Like you
where I was
understood the
struggling,
concept,
yeah, I
then you were
understood
able
the
to.
concept. Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
that is the
That's
main
that.
thing. That only helps you whenever any
Mhm.
kind of scenario based, because scenario based questions can be of so many types, so many
So
scenarios can
many
be
times.
created from a thing. So because it depends on the experience of the person who is asking the question also in the interview. Whatever
Yeah.
that he has faced, he will ask to you. So if you are able
Mhm.
to reply those things, then you will be selected. Then it satisfies the answer, then you will be selected. That is very important, and that eventually helps. In this only, I just want to ask you one thing. That is, I have seen so many people who are like, once I'm ready for everything, I'll prepare this, then only I'll start
Mhm.
giving the interviews. What do you think about it? And whether you
So
will
I'll say
suggest
that is
this?
uh, that is the biggest mistake which they are making. You are never ready.
Correct.
So I actually made that mistake myself. I used to think, let me first complete
Ah,
SQL first, then Python, then Azure. But the problem
exactly.
is you will never feel 100% ready because technology keeps changing and there is always one more thing to learn, right?
Yes.
So what changed my perspective was realizing that interviews are the part of learning process,
Hmm.
not the final exam. Like some of the
Yes.
biggest gaps in my knowledge were exposed during the interviews. I was okay, an interviewer will ask me the question, I could not answer. I'll come back,
Hmm.
okay, so this was the answer, this was a topic which is missing. So today I'll just learn that. So
That's good.
every interview was a learning from me. I was learning from every interview. I
Uh-huh.
had got many rejections and
Hmm.
I had literally applied. So I was giving in a day three interviews, and I was
Oh,
getting calls. So see, that is
great.
different. So to be frank, I have given around 20 plus interviews.
For this switch, third switch.
Yeah, for the third switch, I have given around 20 plus interview, and who like people say I'm not getting interview calls, I'm not getting this, I'm not getting that, but you have to try, you have to make that skill, you have to
Hmm.
be practically
Hmm.
strong, you have to be technologically strong, right? So I was really getting interview calls, but every interview I was learning something. So it
Hmm.
was the part of my process. So at that, I at last I got the result, right? So today if someone asks
Yes.
me they should apply, they should start applying, or I'll say start earlier than you think. Don't wait
Uh,
until you're perfect,
Start
because
as soon as
perfection
possible.
does not exist
Uh,
in the industry, right? You also know that.
Correct, correct, correct. And you mentioned how many rejections you faced before getting those two offers?
20. It was around more than 20, I can say. And I can name the company also. I have the list.
uh,
So I have a list in the Excel sheet. Yeah. So from that, 13 were Bangalore startups, and one was EY, the big company, like the big four EY. One was PwC, and yeah, like few more companies, but yeah, startups and all. And we have again foods, and like I had few companies, so I don't remember the name, but I had given around, yeah, JLL was one of the company. So I
you
thought, yeah,
remember
I'll be
everything.
definitely getting this, but
Great.
yeah, bad luck.
So you were getting the rejections. Many people,
Mhm.
how the mindset work is, suppose I got a rejection, I'll be demotivated or I'll doubt myself.
Mhm.
What exactly was your mindset basically when you were giving the interviews, you were facing the rejections also? What was your mindset? How you were able to give those kind of interviews, those many interviews?
So see, I'll just say, don't prepare for interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Prepare through the interviews. So that was the mindset that changed my career. You should not prepare for the interviews. You have to prepare through the interviews,
Great.
right? So like in the beginning, every rejection affected me. Like I thought, okay, I'll come home and I'll keep replying that interview in my head. Okay, I should have answered that question. I even
Mm-hmm.
start doubting like whether I was good enough in that field. But
Mm.
after few interviews, I realized something. I was looking at the interviews very wrong way. I was treating
Yes.
every interview like
Great.
it was my last opportunity. So the
That
moment I
mindset you
changed
were
my
having.
mindset, yeah, the
Mm.
mindset, it was, so the moment I changed the mindset, everything changed. So I
Yes,
started
great.
treating interview as my part of my preparation. So every
Mm.
interview was becoming a learning experience for me. If I got rejected because, for example, my SQL was not strong, I'll
Mhm.
spend more time on SQL, more
Mm.
time on joins, more time on subqueries,
Mm.
right? So if I struggle with scenario based question, I'll again come and I'll again watch those videos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was lacking over here, I was lacking
Mm-hmm.
over there. So I'll understand the concept instead of memorizing the answer. So the
That's very good.
mindset become very clear.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't have to prepare for that. So this one line was stuck. So I have read it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Don't prepare for interviews, prepare through interviews. So that was
Great.
the main thing which gave me. Yeah.
That's very good. Literally, your mindset is very good. Basically, that is the mindset I'll suggest for everyone who are giving the interviews, because people are afraid of rejections. What happens is
Mm.
कि they take rejections very personally. कि हाँ, like how I got rejected. I am not having that skill set. That is why I am getting rejected. Don't have these kind of mindset if you are having, because before getting those offers, you have to give many interviews. You will get rejections. That is a part of the process, and that
Yeah.
usually happens. That
Mm.
doesn't say, that doesn't defines you. Basically, your rejections doesn't define you. It just shows you basically ki ha, you are having some, right now these skill sets are not matching your particular requirements that are asked in interviews.
Required.
That's it. That is no,
Mm.
nothing more than that. Just prepare through that, learn about the things what are getting asked, you are not able to reply, learn that, as like you did, Sritham. It is very good. Like that mindset is very good. That only helped you, I think, in getting those offers and everything.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. Yeah. So I
so
was
can
learning from every interview. I was really.
so in your experience, like around 2 years of experience you are having, so
Yeah.
what do you think? What type of questions was asked to you more? What type of question, or anyone with similar kind of experience is preparing? What he or she should
Mhm.
prepare or focus on? Because you have given many interviews, so that
Yeah, yeah.
experience will definitely help us.
Mhm. So I'll be frank on this. So never ever go for the tools.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Always focus on fundamentals.
mm-hmm.
So for me, most of the discussion was on my projects, on my work experience, and scenario based questions.
Okay.
So, for example, like what challenges did you face when the pipeline was failed? How did you
Mm-hmm,
debug it? How you can
mm-hmm.
optimize the performance? So
Okay.
that were very follow-up questions. Okay, you have a pipeline and you are doing the orchestration part.
Mm-hmm,
Okay, now the query is slow. How you can improvise that? So
mm-hmm,
everything was more of a scenario-based questions. And the one thing which really helped me over here was my project. So I was not
mm-hmm.
only learning, I was making that part in me. Like I was making the project from the learning. So okay,
Okay.
if I have learned SQL, if I have
Mm-hmm,
learned Python, and I know Azure, so I'll make end-to-end pipeline. Okay, how, for example, I get a .csv file,
mm-hmm,
right? Then how I can transform it to ETL. Then how after that the business logic work. So
mm-hmm.
everything should be practical way.
That's very
You
good.
have to be more technically strong. You have to be more focused on the fundamentals. And see, if you are fundamentally if you're strong, you can crack those interviews. Because if
Mm,
you go
yes,
by heart, okay, this is that, you can never be like crack those interviews. Because the only thing which
100%.
was helping me, because I was fundamentally I was strong, so I was preparing like that fundamentals. So
That's very good.
fundamentals very strong, so that really helped me actually.
Yes, and this tip that you gave now, I also keep giving to the people that whenever you are preparing or want to learn any kind of technology, any kind of thing, just take a
Mhm.
understanding of that and then build something. When you build something,
Build some.
then it will give you a very good application based learning. What exactly? Suppose I'm using a concept of, suppose, say, ranking. Okay, suppose just an example I'm taking.
Mhm.
So if you
Yeah.
build something, you will use those concepts of ranking, dense rank, or row number, or any kind of lead lag,
Yeah.
these kind of
Like
things.
we have
Then it will give
in
you
window function. Yeah.
better understanding of the Windows function or
Yeah.
any
For
kind of
example,
topics.
yeah. Or you have joins, how a left
Mhm.
join is used in a production base. We
Correct.
have different tables because only join, what I will think, okay, there are joins, four type of joins. That's
But
not four type of joins. Okay.
yeah,
You
there
have to
are
understand how those join works, how
works.
one primary key is attached to one another table, right?
Correct.
You have to know how the mapping works. It's not only
Hmm.
you know the join and that's over, right? So you have to
Correct.
practice daily. So consistency
Exactly.
is the only thing.
The
Yeah.
main thing. And just one thing on for the people, just a happy moment basically. That is
Yeah.
how you felt basically when you got those offers, two offers after so many rejections. You got these two offers. What was your feeling basically? How you felt?
So that was a very great feeling indeed, because too many rejections and suddenly you get two offers from two companies, and like you have to compare. Okay, I'll go. Like I
Hmm.
never knew that I'll be getting two offers. Okay, so I just thought, okay, anyhow I'll get into some company. But yeah, I had spent many months questioning myself.
Hmm.
So every rejection was like, am I good enough? So
Yeah.
you prepare through the interviews, give interview, wait for the result, and you see a rejection mail. So that point was carrying that fear into every new interview.
Hmm.
So when I got my first offer, like I did not celebrate immediately. Like I actually read the mail twice. Okay, like did I actually get selected? Yeah,
I can
so that was the
understand.
part. Yeah, so then
That's great.
eventually what happened, so the first company I got, which I'm currently working, I
Hmm.
that is the same day I got the like offer letter from the second company as well.
Oh,
So yeah, so it was the US based company. Both I
great.
got very good offers, so I had just selected which was best for me. So I
That's
still
great.
remember
That's
the
great.
conversation. Like
Yeah.
my parents were very happier than me. I was. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. That's great. And for the people right now who want to switch or who are in the same phase or in the college, what exact
Mm,
steps or exact things guidance that you will take, not only on the technical point of view, on any
mm,
kind of mindset point of, because right now with 2 years of experience you are having not for the podcast I'm saying, for a very
mm.
genuine thing, you are having very good mindset. So what exact things, tips that you will tell to the people who are seeing this video?
Yeah. So the first thing I'll say, never compare yourself with others.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is different. So
Mm-hmm.
if I could talk to every student who is watching this today, I would not start by taking about some SQL, Python, data engineering. So I know what it feels like to compare yourself with your friends. You open
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn, everyone seems to be getting placed, everyone seems to be doing well. You start thinking, okay, I'm the one who is struggling. The truth is,
Mm-hmm.
like in the social media only shows people's highlight, right? So it does not show the month of rejection, the self-doubt, the effort behind the success post. So
Mm-hmm.
one thing which I wish I understood earlier is career is not a race with your classmates, your
Mm-hmm.
career. So someone might get a job before you, someone might earn more than you in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
but none of this decides whether you will be like it does not decides where you will be in the 5 years or 10 years, right?
Yes,
What
yes.
matters is improving every single day.
Mm-hmm.
So the biggest, so you have to learn every day. You have to like every week you have to learn new things,
Mm-hmm.
build new things, learn from
Correct.
all the things. Okay. So they say like pressure is a privilege. You
Mm-hmm.
have to maintain. So every
Mm-hmm.
day you have to be in that zone. Okay, I have to create this company. I have to do something in my better right. So of course, always start applying before you think you are ready.
Yes,
Don't
that's good.
wait until you have completed every course, every
Mm.
roadmap, interviews.
Yeah, never
So,
think,
so this,
yeah, every light will be green, then only I'll take out my car from the from the
yeah.
parking.
So you can
Never
never take out that. Yeah.
correct, correct.
So yeah. So
And
finally, I would say like don't let rejection decide your self worth,
yes,
because
correct, correct.
rejection is only a feedback, right?
Mm.
So that was
Exactly.
the thing.
And
So
also on the technical point of view, suppose I want to prepare for my switch. I am having same 2 years of experience, or I am having 1 year of experience, 3 years of experience. What do you think, on which thing I should focus more on? SQL, on Python, on any cloud, on what things?
So I'll suggest don't like learn everything once. Like that's a very good question, because I get a lot from the people who have 1 years of experience or 2 years of experience. The biggest mistake I see in the people that they need to know every tool in the data engineering ecosystem like before switching.
Correct.
Like it's not true, because if I were starting my preparation today, I'll focus on the fundamental first. every company has a different tech stack. Because see, before this company, I was learning something different. Like I was working on Azure Databricks, Azure, but now I'm working on Apache Hop, Kettle. So the
Correct.
main thing is the fundamental. The first
Hmm.
thing I'll master is SQL, because
Hmm.
in almost every interview I have given, SQL is one of the topic that
Major
is
one.
never discussed. Because
Yes.
whether it's MNC, products based startup, SQL
Hmm.
is there. So
Always there.
always go like start with the SQL.
SQL.
Then
Hmm.
once you're comfortable with the basic questions, go with the window function, CT, aggregation, subqueries, query optimization. And the second, I'll say go with the Python,
Hmm.
because yeah, the
You
company
have to
expect
automate
you
the
to
things.
build,
Hmm.
yeah, automate the things, because you need Python for automation, data processing,
Hmm.
anything. And then
Correct.
you can go for the cloud platform. Like
Hmm.
you can choose anything like
Hmm.
Azure, AWS, GCP, because every company has different
Set
cloud
of cloud.
platforms.
Hmm.
It depends on your fundamentals, how you're fundamentally strong in one thing, that will help you to get that crack that interview.
Agree on that. Yes, yes, yes. Same path. If anyone asks me also, I'll tell the
Hmm.
same path. Like SQL is the main thing, then Python for
Hmm.
automation or script writing, and
Yeah.
your Apache
Yeah,
Spark for any kind of data processing and all, and then your cloud, any one cloud. You pick any one cloud. If you
any
are
cloud.
and if you are well aware about SQL, Python, and PySpark, you can work on any cloud because concepts are
Yes,
same only. Like you are using same
almost
kind of
same. Yeah.
serverless. Only serverless
Because
services
see,
are
like
there.
SQL is the main thing which we
Yes,
use on daily to daily
main thing.
basis, because we
Hmm.
use DBehavior, Postgres, yes,
Hmm.
SQL,
Hmm.
and apart from that, in Azure Databricks we have Python, PySpark. So
Hmm.
first you have to be fundamentally strong on
Correct.
PySpark, sorry, Python. Then
Hmm.
you have to go for the PySpark, and then
PySpark.
you can learn any cloud platform.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I think so. That was it for the today's podcast. Thank you so much. It was really great talking to you, Sritham, and must say, best of luck. And thank you so much for sharing these knowledge and your journey to us and the people who are watching. Thank you so much, Sritham, for coming up.
Yeah, I actually thank you so much for having me. It
Thank
was
you
a
so
very
much.
good opportunity. Like because I have followed your content, right? So I know how many students and working professional has been benefited from this. So it was
Yeah,
a very honor to be part of a conversation. And to everyone who is watching, remember your first job does not define your career, your
correct,
mindset and willingness to learn. So
correct.
yeah, thank you once again, Anurag, for inviting me. It
Thank
was
you
a
so
very
much.
wonderful conversation.
Same here, same here. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.